Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees wake up from their slumber and beat the Rays. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Got him! It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. All the t-shirts shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. Also, have you become a New York Nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get double the show for half the dough. The Yankees bats finally woke up, folks. And you know what? I'm not getting suckered into a lull here. It felt different today. I don't know if it had to with Brian Cashman being in the building. We'll get to that. But what I think was the game changer today was the third inning. Now, I don't know about you, bullpen game today going against Rasmussen for the Tampa Bay Rays, who's a very good pitcher. I thought it was going to be doom and gloom. I thought it was going to be the Yankees losing the series, but they split a major series with the Tampa Bay Rays, and they actually showed a spine and some grit today, and it all started with Cody Bellinger and Jasson Dominguez in the third inning with the infield singles. Now, that might seem a little crazy, but hear me out for a second. Those were two full blowout run to first base hustle plays. Jasson Dominguez beats out the infield single, extends the inning. Cody Bellinger, infield single, beats it out to first base, extends the inning, and leads to that 6-run inning where Ben Rice contributed, Ryan McMahon, and company, and they actually looked like they had a pulse today. What do you think in the comments below? Let me know, because the Yankees actually looked like they were playing with some pep in their step. Maybe the reason that these guys were acting different today, the New York Yankees, is because Brian Cashman was in the building. Brian Cashman spoke to the media. Senator Palpatine from Star Wars came out of his lair to address the media. Aaron Boone Bubbles gets a vote of confidence from his boy, his master blaster, Brian Cashman. This is what Cashman had to say about Bubbles. I think Boone does a great job.
Lie, lie, and lie.
Nothing different than I've always seen. I think he's a very hard worker, very well connected. I think he's prepared. I think he's pulling every lever he possibly can pull, nothing more than I've ever seen before.
They're just monkeying around at the zoo.
Aaron Baboon and Aaron Judge starring Zoos on First.
Do you notice that Brian Cashman literally just described a primate? This is how a zookeeper describes a primate in the zoo. Now, I want you to do this again. I want you to think that Brian Cashman is not talking about Aaron Boone. He's talking about a baboon, okay? I'm going to read it again. I think that baboon does a great job. Nothing different than I've always seen. I think he's very hard worker. Very well connected, whatever that means. I think he's prepared, has plenty of bananas. I think he's pulling every lever he possibly can pull. That's what monkeys do, right? Monkeys love pulling levers. That's not a positive for a manager. But all joking aside, I kind of know what Brian Cashman's saying here. Aaron Boone's in there just pulling on every lever. He's got Schumann played. He's got injuries all over the place. He's putting his finger in the dike. He's trying to stop the Yankees from sinking. But this happens every single June. It's not happening in a vacuum, okay? It happens every single year. Also, about the struggle and slumps, Brian Cashman had to say, I know it seems to happen consistently, even though we might have different personnel and stuff at times. Hey, Brian, this is the run it back Yanks. You have the same exact team other than Weathers on the New York Yankees. So I know It seems to happen consistently, even though we might have different personnel and stuff at times. Bro, this is Shabba Gabba bullshit. Your grandparents ever tell you what Shabba Gabba is? It's nonsense. It's ether. It's, double talk bullshit, and that's what Brian Cashman is the master of. Then on the Aaron Judge injury, Brian Cashman also talked on that. I don't think we're anticipating it's coming back clean. The time frame that it would take to heal should allow him to be back with us this season. I don't think we're anticipating it coming back clean. What does that mean? That means that the x-ray is going to come back and it's not going to be good. Then he goes, the time frame that it would take to heal should allow him to be back with us this season. Brian, which one is it? You sound like a kid making excuses, climbing through his window, and the parents just turned the light on and found him sneaking out. Brian, what are you talking about? Now, listen, I know Brian Cashman doesn't need to say shit to the press. He's just going to go out there, he's going to spin some yarn, and he's going to be like, yo, did you hear the nonsense that I just told the New York Post? I literally made no sense at all. This is word salad by Brian Cashman. Now, the New York Yankees, Brian Cashman was in the building, and I think that was the reason that the New York Yankees looked like they actually had a pulse today. So I want to know from you guys in the comments section, do you think Brian Cashman went in there and literally rattled their cages and was like, yo, you guys better step it up or we're going to get new players in here? Or do you think Brian Cashman walked in there and goes, hey, it's right in front of us. I believe in you guys. I'm the one that picked you. Go out and do what you have to do. Now, of course, Brian Cashman is going to give Aaron Buffoon a vote of confidence because he's the ventriloquist act. He's the puppet master. He's Senator Palpatine. He is the puppet master known as Brian Cashman, the Teflon Don, the sixth Steinbrenner, the seventh Beatle. Brian Cashman is going to have this job as long as he wants, and today's interview just proved it. Now, the New York Yankees need to build on today. What has happened all season long? The Yankees make a little bit of headway, and then the bottom falls out. That's why I said they're 4-16, and now the New York Yankees are going to have to move on and get closer to the All-Star break, and hopefully they'll be able to beat up on the Washington Nationals. But don't get it twisted. The Washington Nationals are one of the best offensive teams in all of Major League Baseball, and especially with way that the starting pitching has been going for the Yankees with the injuries and with the slumps. Let's hope that the Yankees can take this momentum right until the All-Star break and get some wins under the belt. But you can win every single time with New York Minute Sports over on Instagram. That's NEWYRKMIN. Like I said before, try the blue link, New York Nuts merch. Also, have you become a New York Nut yet? You get double the show for half the dough, folks. It's the New York Nuts membership. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
You said he was.
Goodbye, that's my boy.
Said you've been quite boisterous on the broadcast about Jazz Chisholm's performance, and you remember. I know that you wake up remembering me in the morning, so I'll just remind you: Trent Grisham, 36th best defensive center fielder in Major League Baseball, 365 slugging, hitting 175, a 676 OPS, has been on base for 0 of Aaron Judge's home runs this year. So you called me crazy in the beginning of the season.
And has 26 runs.
Yeah, that's good. So is Trent Grisham a good player?
Yeah, he is a good player. Is he a great player? No, he's not. And I said I would not have given him the $22 million qualifying offer. I've been very clear about that.
Like, you're omitting him on the broadcast.
Because
omitting is a lie.
Gotten a lot of big hits. Eric, you're the one who's going out on a limb on Chisholm or on Grisham. I'm not.
What are you
what
talking
are
about?
options,
You
bud?
told me
what
I didn't know
options?
baseball, and it was
what
too
are their
early.
Options?
And now it's later.
But what are their?
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Eric, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power numbers?
It's 15 games.
Maybe,
what are their options? I'm asking you a question.
They can get Gittrick on a smoke break from Ralph's because he's so great about hitting lefties.
Could you do what Gittrick does? So don't say he should be bagging groceries at Ralph's.
Can I go over 13 in the Major League? Yes.
Eric, maybe they could what?
Maybe they should bring him back to the team, Mike, because you were so high on him.
Who?
Randall Gittrick. That's your boy.
First of all, it's Randall Gritchick, so
he
have the word
said he was.
Goodbye, that's my boy.